We want to start out with some sad news regarding our own local weather legend, Chief Meteorologist Don Guthrie. Don Guthrie passed away last night at his home from pancreatic cancer around 11:15. He was surrounded by his family and his beloved dog. Now today we are mourning the loss of our friend and colleague. This morning we learned of Don's passing. Don had been diagnosed last spring with late-stage pancreatic cancer, and for months, as we've been showing you, he had been a fighter to the very end. Don Guthrie graduated from Lawrence County's Mohawk High School in 1961, began his broadcasting career in radio. Don's first job at WKBN was also in radio back in 1970. Not long after, he started doing weather during the 11 o'clock news and then spent 10 years doing this show, the Noon News. In 1990, he became the main guy here at WKBN, and he rarely missed a day until he became diagnosed with cancer. Don Guthrie is survived by his wife Debbie and 2 daughters, as well as a son and 1 granddaughter. Our hearts are breaking here in the newsroom this noon over the loss of Don, but our prayers go out to his family during this difficult time. WKBN Chief Meteorologist Don Guthrie is dead at the age of 71. And
you mentioned how he started in radio, and actually we're sitting in the room between the AM radio and the FM radio. He started over in AM, and when I started here at the station, that's where he was. He was my program director.
Mm-hmm. What made him last so long? What was so special about Don Guthrie?
Don was just an easygoing guy that you found so easy to relate to. I first heard him on radio, and it was the kind of voice that just drew you in. He didn't have to tell wild jokes or anything. That was your friend on the radio. And then doing weather, he loved doing weather. He loved forecasting weather.
Ironically, I learned that he had passed at the height of the snowstorm last night. So it's sort of a little fitting that happened, but sad news altogether.
And if he could possibly, he was probably watching the forecast
too,
which he probably wants me to get to right now, because he'd say, you know, don't waste time on me. Let's do the weather, Rich.